I understand you want to know my name, my firm, my area of expertise. So I'm Sam Baca. Our firm is Baca and Howard, and my areas of expertise fall largely in the tax area, but I spend a great deal of my time doing business valuation and litigation related kind of work. I attribute my work ethic to the start I got with employment, and that had to do with my father, who was a barber. My first job was shining shoes in his barber shop, and I learned a lot about labor, customer service, pleasing the customer, that sort of thing. And so that's basically where the roots of my work ethic come from. Did I want to be a CPA growing up? I had no idea what a CPA was growing up. I had never even learned anything about public accounting until I was in the Army, and I'd gotten drafted, and I met a guy who had also been drafted. He was from Kansas, and he was a CPA, and he's the fellow who told me about what a wonderful career it was. If I were not a CPA, what other profession might I have pursued, and why? I suspect that probably I would have become an attorney. And the reason for that is that I really enjoy the courtroom. I enjoy the process. I enjoy learning about the law. And of course, as CPAs, we do a lot of reading of cases, statutes, regulations, very similar to what attorneys do. We also do a fair amount of writing, and I think I would enjoy, I think I might enjoy the practice of law. How do I relax after a hard day? My favorite part of the entire day is when I go home and have a glass of wine with my wife. That's what I find really relaxing. You're asking me about advice that people have given me regarding expert witness services. Actually, I don't know if it was so much advice, but I do recall one time fairly early on in my career, I was giving a deposition in a case, and I showed up in one of the tall buildings downtown, and this was before everything went electronic, so everything was in paper, and I had 2 large audit bags, and I ran into a very seasoned attorney in the lobby of that building, and he asked me what I was doing, and I told him I was going to go sit for a deposition, and he said to me, he said, "Sam, I know that you'll do a great job, and I know that for 2 reasons. I know that you will be well prepared, and that you will tell the truth. And if you do those 2 things, no one can ever lay a glove on you." I've thought about that thousands of times over the years. I think that's exactly right. A defining moment in my career, when it comes to business valuation and litigation work, I did have a very defining moment in my career, and that was back in about 1981. The State Bar was having its convention at Sweeney Hall in Santa Fe. This is the old Sweeney Hall, which has since been torn down and rebuilt. And I was asked to do a presentation on business valuation. Business valuation at that time was really in its infancy. There just wasn't a lot written about it, but I read everything I could get my hands on, and so I got to present in front of a couple of hundred lawyers, and after that, my phone rang a few times the following week. I was engaged on a number of engagements, generally smaller engagements, and over time that just grew. But I do attribute that as being attribute to that State Bar Conference a very defining moment and sort of the start of my career in the business valuation arena. Advice I would give to my younger self, I would say, Sam, be patient. Good things will come your way. Keep working hard, keep your nose clean, and just be patient. I got involved. I really didn't know much about it, but I started my career with what was then called Peat Marwick Mitchell. It was at that time a Big 8 accounting firm, and early in my career, when I'd been there a couple of years, the managing partner of the Peat Marwick office, a fellow by the name of John Keller, became president of the State Society, and he just urged everyone to get involved with the State Society, and so that was kind of the beginning. Back in those days, the State Society had an annual convention, generally out of town, and it was a wonderful event. It was a big party. You got to really know other accountants around the state of New Mexico, and it became just a huge social and networking kind of event, and I really enjoyed that. There was a time when I also taught some classes for the State Society. I enjoyed doing that, and I just feel like there's a lot of camaraderie in our accounting community, and the State Society is the hub of all of that. I believe that the most rewarding part of my job is the feeling of doing a really thorough and professional job for clients, whether it's preparing a corporate tax return or whether it's testifying in a trial. I get a great deal of satisfaction from knowing that I did my very best. The other thing that I really enjoy, and I've noticed this later in my career, is I really enjoy working with our younger people. I think it is extremely satisfying to have the opportunity to mentor young people, help them open doors, help them get known in the community, and help them along in our wonderful profession.